What's good, y'all? It's Akira here, back with another video. Today, guys, you guys asked, and I guess I'm answering. So you, for my last video, which you didn't watch, check it out, how I made a collegiate sweatshirt and also a varsity jacket. And you guys were really interested in this design that I made, and I want to show you guys how I made it. I made it with Canva, which you can either use free or paid service. Down below, I'm going to be linking a 30-day free trial so that you can get started using the same elements as I used in mine. And I'm going to take you through how you can make a few designs. Obviously, I'm going to be showing you how I made this design here, but I also am going to show you like to make like a baby invitation, and then I'll make like a more intricate design just so you guys can get ideas of what you can actually do with Canva and how you can enhance your crafting or your small business or whatever you want to make graphics for. So I will make sure that I timestamp each graphic that I make so you can jump ahead if you were more interested in one than the other. And like I said, I'll also link down below your 30-day free trial for Canva if you want to check that out. This is not sponsored. I'm just a really big believer in Canva and how they've boosted my business. I made all my YouTube thumbnails. I make all of my like Cricut cutouts and all types of stuff with Canva, and I think it would be a great tool for you guys, especially if you're not like so savvy in that, you're not using Photoshop, but you still want to make your own designs or more custom items to make yourself some money. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Start on what you can obviously see all my designs here. I use it for YouTube, for my interior design stuff, pretty much for anything. So they have a bunch of like sized items that you can use. I always just personally go to customs, or well, I usually go to custom size, or I do like a YouTube thumbnail. For this, I'm going to use an Instagram post just because I like the size of it and it'll be easy for you guys to see. I'll show you how I made the AK University design so that you can make your own. So the easiest thing to do is use elements. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is type in badge, because that's how I got that like badge element for the middle part. What I recommend you do is going to graphics and then scrolling through the graphics. That will allow you to find something that fits for your needs. For the one that I use this white graphic here, and what's good is like you see where it says magic recommendations. Say you really like the style but maybe not that shape, you can go to see all and it'll recommend you like different shapes for that same type of item that you're looking for. So that's really great. So here, guys, pretty self-explanatory. You see the if you use any type of program, you kind of know how these things work. You can left, right, up, down, resize, all that good stuff. I'm gonna make it a decent size and put it in the middle. Now obviously you can't see what I'm doing with my hands, but if you move your item around the page, you'll see like that purple line. That means that it's centered. And then when you see both lines, that means it's like completely in the center. So if you need something that's going to be centered, that's a good way to do it. So the next thing I'm going to type in is leaves. And guys, like really all anything that you're doing is just putting stuff together. You're not really creating anything with this program. If you wanted to create stuff, you'd have to use like Photoshop or something along those lines. But I'm scrolling through. Oh, and remember, go to select graphics. I'm scrolling through here and looking for the one that I used. Is this one right here. And you see it says Pro. That just means that I use the paid version. So this is only available in the paid version. But like I told you guys, I'm going to link a free 30-day subscription down below if you want to check it out. So now we have the two elements that you saw on the sweatshirt. I'm gonna make this bigger, and now we need it on the other side. So just to give you a visual, you have to do this on your keyboard, but you do Command C to copy and then Command V to paste. So now I have two of them. And I'm telling you guys, it's so easy to use. So we want this to be the same position as this one. So I'm just going to go to this flip option, flip horizontal, and then you have both pieces available. So like I said, this is just it's really just putting stuff together to make it look good. I'll show you another little trick that I like to use. So you see I selected this one. I'm holding shift on my keyboard, selecting this one together as well. And then what I'm gonna do is hit group. And now instead of 2 individual pieces is 1 piece. So now you can use them together instead of separately. So now we can, remember those purple grid lines? We can now make sure that everything's lined up, centered, so that you don't have to worry about your design not being centered. Sometimes it looks a little bit off, but we're gonna go with the flow. So the next thing that I did was I added some text to this. So I always use just add a heading. This is like this font, that's my default, is what I use for the YouTube thumbnails. But that's not what we're gonna do today. So I'm just gonna type in AK University, like I did for the university, like I did for the actual sweatshirt, and then I'm gonna move this text to the top. So now 2 things. Here's how you change the font. Now I did upload this font that I use for that, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So I went and just chose my like collegiate font that I had. It's called Be True to Your School. And I'll show you guys how you can get the same exact one if you want it. University here. So what I'm going to do, you can either resize it this way so you know the exact size that you're getting, or you can resize it this way and the numbers will still change. It doesn't really matter. So now that I have that on here, what I do is go back to the text options, and then you're going to go to effects. So this is like, you can add different effects to your text. Like you see that one added like a shadow. You can do a lift or whatever. But for this one, I'm going to be using curve. So you see how I went and curved the text. Oh, I gotta take this off. Hold on 1 second. Why it won't come off? Oh, none. Okay. So now I'm just using the curve. So now I'll undo. Like you can see, you can change the radius of the curve or whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna do it to about right here. And then I'm gonna resize that. And boom, this is how you make, that's how I made my design. It takes a few minutes. If you have something in mind, you can always use reference pictures, but this is how I made it. Now space open, so it's super easy to get your projects in. As you can see, I already uploaded the AK University when I used it last time, but I'm gonna just go ahead and go to browse, and then it is on in this folder, and see, then I have all 3 of my items. So I'm just gonna do the AK University because that's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna go ahead and select the complex option, and then from here, I don't use the automatic background remover. I do it myself. So I just the select, and I just go through and remove the background from things so that Cricut will cut it the proper way. Then you just preview the image. Make sure, I forgot to hit that little thing in the R. Yeah, so you can preview how the image will be cut, which is exactly what you want. Hit apply and continue. Then you can either select print and cut, or you can select cut image. For this one, I'll be using, I use vinyl for it, so it'll be a cut image. And just like that, you have that to use. Now you can select that and click add to canvas, and now you have your created items from Canva onto Cricut. So that was how I made my collegiate sweater. Like, guys, it was so easy to do, to literally put everything together and just to get working. I'm gonna show you some more like real life applications if something you just want to use for social media, not just focus on Cricut, because I know a lot of people watch these videos. I want to give you guys different ideas of what you can make. So I'll show you like a baby invitation, and then I'll maybe show you like something that's for social media, so you guys can get an idea of what all that you can make in Canva. So let's just keep going with this video. I just want to give you a break from the screen so you guys can see my beautiful face. And all right, let's keep going. Guys, some more updated things on how you can use items. So I have this Nicki Minaj photo that I saved to my desktop, and I'm just going to show you how you can like use this in like a real life application. So I'm going to make some type of graphic. I think I'll make like a whatever. So I'm gonna use this picture of Nicki Minaj just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what's going on here. I did that too fast, so let me back up. Okay, so first things first, you can just drag and drop pictures onto this sidebar here. You don't have to do anything special, just drag and drop, and it will then upload that picture on the side for you. From there, you just click on it. Well, I just drag and drop, and it's gonna drop it onto your canvas. So now what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna just use a picture of Nicki Minaj. I don't want the background on there. So I'm gonna hit edit image and remove background. So this will do it automatically, and it will remove the background for you. So now I have a nice picture of Nicki Minaj that I can put on here. So say I'm just making like a fake album cover for her. I'll do like Nicki Minaj, and that's just with some text. I'm gonna do Nicki Minaj. All right, Nicki Minaj. I'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, put that here, and we'll do cursive because cursive always looks good, I think. So we'll find a cursive here, and what's nice is you can play with, you just click on the font and it'll show you what it looks like. I think that looks good. So we'll do that. And I might change this font, but I just want to show you guys how easy it is. So now I want to give this like a more edited look. So I'm going to go to elements, and I'm just going to type in circle. Once I type in circle, you'll see all these circles that come up. I'm just going to use like a blank circle. So I wanted to make it to kind of look like an album cover or like whatever. You could use this type of graphic for a lot of stuff, but I'm just making something simple. Now you see how this is covering her face, and the lettering is like all that kind of stuff is off. So what you do is you click the item, you click position, and you click backward, and that's going to take it behind her. So now you can kind of see it has that nice edited look to it. I'm going to make this font a little bit smaller, put it at the top here, and then I don't like that, so I'll change. And this is just to show you like the process of making something. So once you search a font, it's only going to show you search font, so you have to click the back button, and we'll find something that looks cool. Okay, that looks cool. And I'll put PGUC right. I can type today through me. And this will just be like, sometimes people make those like little lyric pages. You have to highlight it so all of them will change, and we're just gonna pick whatever font because it's not that serious. Okay, but I don't like it, so we're gonna find one that looks good. Okay, we'll do this. It's not my favorite look because obviously I want this to be a short tutorial. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and add the Nicki Minaj text back to the top. And again, that's just hitting the text button, putting Nicki Minaj, and then putting her name. Let's put it at the top. And then we're gonna change the color of all these fonts, because now you see what I like about it is once you upload a photo like this, it'll then give you all the colors that they find in that photo. So now look how easy it is for me to make this look good without having to like know all types of photo and line spacing. We're gonna just change that really quickly. Letter spacing, we'll make it a little tighter. And you see how easy it is to make something that looks good without having to really like know how to make this type of thing. And you see how like that font is on her arm, so it's kind of hard to see. We'll go to effects and we'll add like a little drop shadow on it, and you can like change the intensity, so now it looks clearer. And guys, I know this is just a tutorial, but I cannot stand that font, so I'm gonna find something that looks good real quick. We're not gonna take forever on this. Let's see. Oh my God, guys, why is it so hard to find a good font? Now this is the part that you can spend a lot of time on. Okay, that looks good. And I'll do this in that same font. Cool. So now I'm gonna change the color of that to, I'll change it to that brown color they suggested. And I'll add an effect to it. I'll add a shadow. And with the shadow, you can pick the color of the shadow too, which I like. I'll make it the orange color that we already have. And then boom. Just like that, we made a Nicki Minaj graphic. Why would you make this? I don't know, but you see how easy that was. You can upload your own pictures. You can do all types of stuff. And like, I'm just gonna go through my uploaded pictures. This is what I use for, you know, YouTube and stuff like that. So you may see like some YouTube pictures. Here's a picture of a pillow. Doesn't matter, does it go with what we're doing? No, but it has the same colors. That's why I chose that. And I just want to show you how easy it is to upload your own pictures, drag and drop. And then now I can add this somewhere into the picture. And now we have a pillow on here with a graphic of Nicki Minaj. So just want to show you guys how easy that was to make. Here's my AK University, as you already seen. And now here's another graphic that I made that could be used for social media. You could make a t-shirt out of it, you know, whatever floats your boat. But just want to show you guys how easy it is to make something in Canva. So there's literally like so many uses for these designs, whether if you want to use them for Cricut, if you want to use them for like your Instagram page to promote it, a Facebook page to promote your products. There's so many things that you can do with Canva, not just make designs for Cricut. So I wanted to show you guys a few different applications so you can kind of have a full understanding of how you can actually use this to promote your business, promote yourself, you know, anything you got going on. Maybe you know someone who sells plates once in a while and they want to have a flyer made. If you know someone who, you know, baby invitations. I mean, there's so many things. You can do t-shirt designs on there. I mean, whatever your mind can come up with, you can probably get it done on Canva. So it's definitely a great thing to have and a great thing to check out. Like I said, I will link down below the free trial. I hope this video was good for you guys. I hope it kind of helped you see that you don't have to rely on like Etsy to buy stuff or Cricut design items to actually like get your stuff made, that you can make it on yourself and very easily. Like, not, you don't have to like enroll in a class to learn Photoshop and it takes, you know, hours and hours to make a design, where you can literally make something up in a few minutes. So I hope this helped. Thank you guys for all your suggestions. I definitely take them all and try to make videos on them if enough people are interested in it. So definitely let me know down below what you think, what you would like to see next. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.